Hello, everyone. I'm Mitchell Ryan Darcy, and today we're going to be reacting to the Spider Man Far From Home trailer, the official trailer, I think it's called. It's because they've already released a sort of major teaser trailer. I don't know if you would call it a teaser. I would say this. I would say this is official trailer two. I don't know if that's actually the name of it. But it is a much bigger trailer than what they showed last time. This would have been a movie that I would have not want to watch any of the trailers for, because this movie I already knew I was excited. I knew I was already sold on it. But because of Facebook and the amount of whenever a trailer drops, there's spoilers everywhere. For some strange reason, I made the decision to, okay, fine. I'm gonna have parts of the trailer spoiled for me. I'm just gonna watch the trailer. So, I already seen the picture that Green Goblin is confirmed in the Sam Raimi version. I don't know voice wise. Maybe it is William Dafoe. I don't know. But I'm going to be watching the trailer, reacting, and then reviewing it. Okay, this is official. Of course, they show the what I think is bullshit, which is the internet way of, oh, here's the entire trailer summed up in 5 or 10 seconds. Oh yeah, all the reveals that I would love to see in the actual trailer show ahead of time. Okay, so here we go.
Ever since I got bit by that spider, I've only had 1 week where my life has felt normal. That was when you found out.
When you botched that spell where you wanted everyone to forget that Peter Parker's Spider-Man.
Okay, so I am gonna just change my volume because I can barely hear the trailer. I apologize.
We started getting some visitors. From every universe.
Okay, it's been established now. It is from other universes.
Hello, Peter.
You're not Peter Parker.
I'm sorry, what was your name again?
Dr. Otto Octavius.
Wait, no, seriously, what's your actual name?
There are others out there. We need to send them back. So, Scooby-Doo this crap.
You know, all this is kind of your mess. I know a couple of magic words myself, starting with the word please.
Please, Scooby-Doo this crap.
Okay. Okay, so it's gonna be a.
Going out into the darkness to fight ghosts.
What do you mean?
They all die fighting Spider-Man. It's their fate.
Okay.
I'm sorry, kid.
Yeah, me too.
Don't.
Yeah, this is part where I think there's definitely showing too much at this point.
You're not gonna take this away from me. Peter.
I'm liking the redesign for Electro.
Have everything you want while the world tries to make you choose.
This is all my fault. I can't save everyone.
There's I think that was the lizard as well. I
What's happening?
They're starting to come through, and I can't stop them.
December 17th, exclusively in movie theaters. Tickets on sale November 29th.
Okay. Yeah, definitely. I was perfectly fine with their other trailer. I didn't need more footage like this. I actually felt that definitely showed way too much, especially near the end of this. And I was kind of expecting them to show too much. The fact that you see that they fight initially, Doc Ock and Spider-Man. The fact that literally you then see them kind of teaming up, figuring out what's going on in a sense. That's kind of bullcrap. And then you see the conflict with Doctor Strange involving that weird ass cube. I haven't read the comics. I don't know. I assume it has something to do with multiverse. I don't know. The final battle scene, it just, I don't know. I just felt like they definitely showed way too much. I love the redesign of Electro because it's kind of like almost like a suit wise.
You're struggling to have everything you want.
I will say the Green Goblin voice is, it definitely sounds like William Dafoe. Either that or somebody doing an impersonation of William Dafoe. Either way, I honestly think it probably has to be William Dafoe. I don't see them, but I don't know. I mean, Red Skull they had to recast for end of Infinity War, so they might have pulled maybe another sneaky there. But hopefully it's William Dafoe. But yeah, and it's I like the idea of, it's like, okay, so multiverse is getting screwed up. Villains, Spider-Man villains from other Spider-Man universes are coming into ours. We need to capture them, take them back. I like that plot thing. It's very, well, comic booky, but it's like it seems like it could be a very fun plot like setup wise and all that. Visuals look great, spectacular. But the fact that it's like the weighed on conscious of, these are all Spider-Man villains that like have basically died from going to battle with the other versions of you, Spider-Man. So that's going to be a whole nother thing to weigh on Tom Holland's version of Spider-Man that is going to be interesting, because especially after the last movie being framed by Mysterio, I was kind of excited just on the plot idea of like, how does he deal with this in a realistic sense of his identity is out there and he's being framed for the murder of Mysterio, which in reality Mysterio was the one that's the bad guy. But the trailer itself is okay. Once again, in a lot of ways, I think the first trailer was a lot more better edited, I guess, per se, with the payoff being, oh, Dr. Ock, and it's the original actor from the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. So I think at this point, so you basically got two villains from each version of Spider-Man in a sense. So you got the Doc Ock and Green Goblin from Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. You got Electro, the Lizard from the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man. And then you also got Sandman from, I think that's Tobey Maguire again. And the thing is, it was spoiled when they because they announced casting for characters. So I already knew Jamie Foxx was going to return as Electro. I don't know, because I'm trying not to pay attention to news like this in terms of casting. I don't know if they announced that William Dafoe was coming back as Green Goblin. But that is definitely, it should be interesting, because it's like, especially after Batman v Superman and around the same time, The Amazing Spider-Man 2, a lot of people were like, oh, there's too many villains per se in the sense of a movie, or the too many villains factor. And it's like, this one has the most amount of villains in one superhero movie. I think major super villains in one movie. I could be mistaken on that. But so the only way I can see this maybe balancing out, and it's something everyone's been hoping for, is that Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield's version of Spider-Man is gonna make appearance in this film, especially with the scaffolding here. I remember that leak footage where there's like a photo of Andrew Garfield in like a scaffolding type area that's very reminiscent to this scaffolding if this was the final battle. So I don't know if they're gonna make an appearance or help out Spider-Man for the final battle, hopefully. But then again, it might take away from Tom Holland's Spider-Man, I kind of feel bad in a sense for Tom Holland's Spider-Man, because it's like every sort of his films, like Homecoming had, it was him, but Iron Man was also the big draw of that movie. And then Far From Home, the big draw was him as well as Jake Gyllenhaal from as Mysterio. And so it's kind of like, in this movie you introduce Doctor Strange as helping him. So it's kind of like, and then on top of that, if it's true and Tobey Maguire Spider-Man and Andrew Garfield Spider-Man does make an appearance, it's kind of no longer Tom Holland's Spider-Man film. And it's kind of unfortunate, but at the same time, it's like, this is what I've been waiting for. I've been waiting for the moment where, because comic books have always had absurd continuity and crossovers every other issues or whatever. So the fact that the movies are now getting to the point where it's like, any character can cross over with any character, and then the timeline gets a little confusing. Like we are entering the comic book levels of movies. They didn't necessarily have to show any trailers, and I would definitely have tried to see this movie opening day. I'm definitely very, very, very excited. I mean, I remember hearing in headlines that don't hype yourself too much for the movie, because your expectations are probably more than what the movie actually is. And so I am trying to get into this movie with the least amount of expectation, but with these trailers and what we know and what has been building up before, it's like, it's almost impossible to not be hyped, if not overhyped. Overall, I would have to give the Spider-Man No Way Home trailer a C+. It's good, it just shows too much, I think, in my opinion. I want to know what you think of the Spider-Man No Way Home trailer, the newer official trailer. Let me know in the comments below. Anyways, thank you very much for watching. I want you to have a nice day or night or whatever time you watch this. Have a nice whenever. Check out my other stuff. It's entirely up to you. No pressure. Subscribe for more content.